So welcome everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Advanced Trainings with me. My name is Petra, and if you are new here, then welcome. These are advanced trainings, so if you are new to Healy, you are more than welcome to be here. But if there's any basic questions, the entire group can help you in the chat. Otherwise, there are basic trainings for you to attend as well throughout the month, so you can actually upgrade your knowledge before you dive deep into the programs and protocols that Healy can offer, and it is offering. So tonight we have an exciting training. We are looking at deep cycles. This has been quite an exciting journey of people asking me when we're going to do this. We're finally here. So we are literally going deep dive into the body, which is amazing. These protocols as well as the programs are one of my favorites. I do the deep cycle protocol twice a year, still after 4 years of using Healy, and I truly love it. So we're going to go really a deep dive into the programs as well as the entire protocol. You're going to receive the protocol in our group. Otherwise, there's a flyer of the protocol in your back office as well, so you can use that. Otherwise, I will do the JPEG of the programs, the detailed descriptions that I've added in things, because not entire description that I have here is also in the Healy program description. So I will do that for you and pop it into the group, so you can access that as well. So tonight we have a lot to work on. I only have one screen, so bear with me, please. I'm quite limited here on holiday, so I will be looking at the chat at the end because we have a lot to plow through. But if you have questions, please pop them into the chat. Also, before we start, please, in the chat, let me know, have you done the Deep Cycle protocol before? Have you used the Deep Cycles before? And if you have used them, what was your experience? I would really love to know. And I will share mine as well while we go through it. And then, of course, as always, I'll answer the questions at the end, because probably there'll be a lot of them. Yeah. So I'm just going to go and start sharing my screen. Okie dokie. Let me see how I can organize my thingy. So chat, so I can actually see what you are talking to me. I love when Zoom does this to me, when I have everything organized and then I need to reorganize. Okay, so I think I'm done now. Okay, everybody seeing my screen, the advanced training with my face on, just give me a thumbs up if you do see me. And if you do see my screen, perfect. Thank you for that. So let's do this. Welcome to Deep Cycles. So let's dive deeper into the body. Okay. What are deep cycles? So you probably read some of it on Healy's site. You probably heard that Healy is partnering with some beautiful humans, scientists and time waver practitioners. So if you don't know what a time waver machine is, we have some time waver practitioners here on the trainings, from what I know as well. So a time waver is like, let's say, a parent to Healy. Yeah, it's like a big father or big mother of Healy, but it is a huge machine and costs a lot of money. And Marcus Schmicker vision was to actually bring these beautiful frequency programs and support into everyone's home. That's how Healy was born, out of the time waver. So what are deep cycles? So deep cycles were actually created as a list of programs. Oh, sorry. My Canva was, so there'll be probably some typos in there, because my Canva has been copy pasting things without me actually knowing. So it is the double E, deep cycle. So there was 2 deep cycle program lists created. So the first one was created was called Deep Cycle, that came out with the first Healy. And then the upgraded version that you, if you are new to Healy, have on your devices and in your editions is called Deep Cycle H. H for harmonization. So we're going to look at the harmonization a bit later. So these are program modules created by Jan Frederik Porsinski. If you can't pronounce it, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. He is from Netherlands, but I think his origin is Polish, I think. And he's amazing. So he has a clinic that he works with his clients in the clinic, and he actually tested these programs on his own clients and perfected them and actually upgraded the program to Deep Cycle H to add the harmonic frequencies later on. But these programs are actually designed why the H? So the H is the harmonization frequencies that were added, and they were designed with natural cycles in mind. We all have cycles, we're going to look at that, but they were literally created through natural cycles of our planet, the planet Earth, the frequency of the planet Earth, and the planetary bodies outside of the Earth. Yeah, so looking at astrology, for example, Pluto, Venus, Uranus, all of those planets have frequencies, and those frequencies influence us, and those frequencies have been added into the Deep Cycle H, the harmonic version of the programs, including with the natural cycles of the moon and the sun, and all the elements around us that actually are influencing our rhythms, our circadian rhythms, our natural rhythms. Women have rhythms of their own cycles. So there's a lot of different harmonic frequencies that are beautifully integrated into these programs. These programs also are not just I'm trying to find the right word. So these programs are really powerful. Yeah. So have in mind that they go really deep into the cell of the body. And when they go into the cell of the body, so they go into the cell of the body and they help to detoxify the cell. And also they balance the energetic field of the organs as well as the body, as well as our bioenergetic field itself, because all it's connected. Yeah. And why deep cycles? They're called deep cycles because they go to the root cause of the imbalances within our physical body as well as the energetic field. Because when we are looking at the physical imbalances, they normally 99.9% of time they actually exist in the energetic field, and we've been through that, we know that. So and deep cycles can beautifully address that, and they have had enormous testimonials and people experiencing beautiful support with these programs, and I'm one of them. So why cycles? Let's say that they're a natural part of life. We are cyclical beings. We live through cycles. Sun comes up, sun goes down, moon comes up, moon goes down. So we have a rhythm. Yeah, everything happens in a rhythm. And also our body has a rhythm. Our body has a sleep rhythm. It has a heartbeat rhythm. It also has a breath rhythm. It has a connective rhythm. So how we connect with people. We also have, what we call 4 seasons in our body, right? When we need to rest, when we are active. And women know that really well because we cycle through a month and we have those seasons through a month. So we have daily cycles, weekly cycles, monthly cycles. Even men have hormonal rhythms, right? So not as intense as women, but they do. So we all have rhythms and cycles that we go through, and deep cycles are helping us to actually flow with every natural part of us and every natural cycle that exists within us and around us. So it's supporting us to harmonize both. And to actually make it and allow it to, things to happen faster and more naturally. So we're not going against the current. Yeah. So this is the basic of the deep cycle. This is how they were formed. This is the intention of them. Those are the frequency implemented in them. So let's look at what's important before we start the deep cycle. So when we look at the deep cycle protocol, we need to kind of think of how do we prepare for a deep cycle protocol, and why is that actually important? Well, it is really important because what can happen through the application of deep cycles is your body will start detoxifying. And detoxification can happen on different levels of your body because these frequencies go really deep into the body. And why do we want them to go deep? Well, because a lot of imbalances and what we call blockages, right? The roadblocks where the energy flows are really deep within the cell and within the energetic field. So when we're actually touching those parts of ourselves and our levels of the body, we will be stirring up things and our body will want to eliminate things. So we want to actually support our body to eliminate those things and, what do we call them? Leaves and branches and things that are not working for us anymore, that needs to go, they need to go out of the body. We need to support our body to actually perform in its best ability. So if you have not done the deep cycle protocol, or if you are new to Healy and you have not used frequency a lot, I would encourage you truly, truly heart, like hand on my heart, to start a month of gold cycles before you go into the deep cycle protocol. Why? Because gold cycles are systematic programs. So they work on the whole body system and they actually prepare. So the frequencies in there are also harmonic frequencies because the gold cycles and the deep cycles were actually created in a connection in mind. Yeah. So if we are using gold cycles for a month, yeah, we are actually preparing our body to start cleansing out things that it does not need anymore. And we can have a more potent effect by going deeper into the cell because your body will be prepared with frequency and understand how to integrate frequency before you go into the deep cycle protocol. If you have been doing gold cycles and if you have been doing other programs, not a problem. Just have in mind that you might still have some detox symptoms, and we're going to look at that a bit later. During the protocol, so when we are doing the deep cycle protocol, so anything that has to do with the protocol means that it needs to be committed to. So when you have a commitment to something, it's best not to stir up the water non-stop. So it's actually focusing the energy and helping the body to clear out things naturally without adding on any other different electromagnetic programs or IMF programs when you are doing the deep cycle programs. So when you're doing the protocol, just do the protocol programs, nothing else. Yeah. So there's 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and 6 weeks protocol options. So you can choose to start with the smaller one, the 2 weeks, and then eventually go up to the 6 weeks. Yeah. And see how your body responds. And that's a really, really important thing, to listen to your body. Hydration. Hydration is crucial when you do deep cycles. And this is in any Healy programs and any frequency application, hydration is important. And I've been, singing this for, 6 months already. But I can't put it more intensely into your heart to say that if you decide to do the deep cycle protocol, water is really, really important. And please don't drink anything else but water. So alcohol, coffee, no coffee, alcohol after 12 p.m. If you actually would like to go deeper and really have a good cleanse, I would encourage you to actually avoid alcohol or coffee completely, because it will help your liver to eliminate the toxins, because coffee is actually toxic to your liver, just so you know. I'm sorry, just letting you know. Okay, concentrating on pure, non-processed food, low in sugar and carbs, carbohydrates. So high protein and high quality protein. It can be plant-based protein, it can be animal protein, but make sure it is, if possible, yeah, the cleanest form would be organic. If you don't have organic, try spray-free. But we want to avoid adding additional toxins and toxicants into our body to actually overload our body with detoxification. We want to actually help our body to eliminate things that are already present within the body currently. Yeah. So if you have the water, I would also recommend adding a bit of minerals. So either Celtic salt, if you have it, or sea moss, that those are really high in minerals. Those will help you alkalize your body and actually hydrate your cells so the frequencies can be integrated better. Then physical activity, fresh, clean air, and natural light. First, physical activity. It doesn't have to be gym, or it doesn't have to be, I don't know how much high intensity. It can only be a regular walk in the morning, 30 to 60 minutes a day. Yeah. If you can only do 20 minutes, it's better than nothing. Yeah. So the more you move your body, the more you move your lymph. Yeah. The toxins go out, the more you clean your body. The more fresher the air is, if you go into nature, the best option. If you don't have that option, that's okay. Find ways to actually get a bit of fresh air, so you're not only inside of the house or apartment, wherever you live. Natural light. Ideally, our body needs morning sunlight. Why? Because it actually forms it influences our hormone called melatonin. Melatonin is our hormone, sleep hormone, which balances our sleep rhythms. And if we actually get natural sunlight, not only we actually get vitamin D through sunlight, body converts it. We also need to know that you can't shower 2 hours after. Oh, here you go. I have balloons for the body. So for your body to actually form and convert sunlight into vitamin D, you need to have exposure, at least 10 minutes of sunlight in the morning or throughout the day, it doesn't matter, but this morning sun is the best. And not showering for at least 2 hours after the exposure, because your body actually needs 2 hours to convert your sunlight into the vitamin D. But these are the basics for your body to actually start cleaning and regenerating, cleaning out the toxins and regenerating the tissue. Sleep rhythms. If you are going to bed after 10 p.m., 11, 12, even later, I would really encourage you, if you can, if there is an option. Yeah, I know things are not ideal, but if there is an option, I would truly encourage you to start going to bed before 10 p.m. because we're going to look at meridians next week and the organ clock. But for those of you who knows Chinese traditional medicine, and for those of you who've heard of organ clocks, our organs have rhythms. And at 10 p.m. till 12, yeah, 12:1, those are the 2-3 hours that are the most important hours for your detoxification in the body and for regeneration of the body. Yeah. And those 2 to 3 hours, it's where your serotonin hormone gets actually created in the body. And it's the largest amount of serotonin that's created in those 3 hours. So if you're actually missing those 3 hours, it can influence your mood as well. Just letting you know, 10 till 6 is kind of ideal. In the mid, of course, nothing is perfect, but those are the rhythms of sleep. Avoiding any other form of unnecessary medication if possible. Yeah, this is not if you have to take your medication, take your medication. But if it's something that is not necessary and you can avoid it or postpone it for 2 weeks, try it out. If not, keep it. If your doctor says this is how you need to do it, do it. Yeah. You can still run programs without that. Distancing yourself as much as possible from electromagnetical or electrical appliances like smartphones, TV screens, Wi-Fi routers. So these are all emitting electromagnetic fields that are not harmonic. So they are zigzaggy frequencies that are actually influencing your body and your blood cells to actually thin. So if we are exposing, and we are all the time exposed to our phones in our hands, and our computers and our TVs, and surrounded by everything in our homes, it's hard, I know, but try at least a few hours a day to put it away, to turn off the router throughout the night, put your phone on flight mode throughout the night as much as possible, so you avoid those frequencies and help your body regenerate at least throughout the night. Observe your body, as I said before, through the cycles. When you actually do the applications of the programs, make sure you observe your body. So if you don't have a good memory, or you're not connected to your body, so you know what's going on, and you can actually sense the differences and see the differences, write a journal. Keep a journal of every day. What are the things that you've noticed? My moods were this way, or I was a bit agitated, or I was tired, or I got so much energy out of this, or I felt really good sleep, or I slept really well, or I found that I had some digestive discomfort. Yeah, so those are the things that might come up. And they are actually perfectly normal. And you will see, after you'll be doing the protocol once or twice or 3 times, you will see really deep changes. Like your body will start adjusting and changing, which is fascinating. And you will start noticing differences. Okay, detox symptoms. So you can experience detox symptoms, and these can vary from person to person. These are just some options that can happen. I'm not saying that this is all going to happen to you. Nothing out of this can happen to you. Yeah. But you can have a headache, for example, because a headache can mean not only that you haven't been drinking enough, so check if you have been drinking enough. Also, it means that your body is detoxifying, so your toxins are actually circulating throughout the body. So the head is actually connected to your gut, so your toxins are actually getting dumped into the gut. And if you're not eliminating properly, you can have that side effect. You can be a bit of lethargic. Fatigue is because your body's working more to detox everything out of the body. You can have temporary muscle aches. You can get some mucus. So when the mucus come out of the body, it's actually your body cleansing out the toxins. Yeah, so it's literally a healing process. Just have that in mind if something happens, or any other discharges. Yeah. Also a coated pasty tongue. So if you have like a white coating on your tongue, that's actually all detoxifying your body, because the toxins are now dying. Bacteria and whatever's in there will start dying, and it actually releases certain chemicals, and you can have this white coating. Flu-like symptoms, irritability, difficulty sleeping, also weakness, cravings, nausea sometimes, depending if your liver is really congested. You can have, because then the liver and gallbladder work together to actually try to produce enough gallbladder to actually move the toxins out. And that can cause sometimes a bit of nausea, but if that doesn't happen, it's perfectly fine. These are quite extreme. Yeah. Constipation is quite constipation or diarrhea. Those are two that are quite normal, because if it's diarrhea, it means that there's a lot of toxins being dumped in your gut, and actually your body wants to just eliminate them. If it's constipation, your body is trying to kind of figure out what to do with them, and it's stress, and it's actually the body doesn't know how to respond. Yeah, so we have both extremes. You can also get some gas and bloating, rashes on the skin. Why? Skin is your largest organ. So if your liver and kidneys are deep, like literally congested, your body will try to get toxins out through your skin. Yeah. So if there's itchiness on the skin or redness anywhere on the skin, it's okay. It's just body getting things out. You can help yourself by doing an Epsom salt bath, drinking more water, getting more minerals into your body. Those are all things that you can, drinking lemon juice. Those are all things that you can actually help your body to move the toxins out. Low energy levels, those are quite regular, and frequent urination because your body wants to eliminate the toxins out of the body. So those are varieties, yeah. None of them might not happen to you, yeah, but maybe you'll get some of them, yeah. It's just so you can be prepared that if any of these can happen through the protocols, that you are prepared and saying, okay, it's okay. Hi, body. Thank you, body, for letting me know that this is going on, and you can start creating a relationship with your body and saying, thank you, I'm here, how can I support you? Yeah. Expect emotional releases. Yeah. These programs go deep, and they work not only on a physical level but also emotional, mental, and energetic level, because they actually take a look at the bioenergetic field of the organ, the pathways of the energy through the physical detoxification pathways and the organ pathways, but also looking at the emotions which are connected to the organs. And we're going to look at that next week with meridians and emotions, as well as an energetic field which can be congested. So make sure that you understand and just observe yourself if you are irritable, or certain unexpected emotions come up, or you have bursts of frustration, anger, fear come up, if your moods are changing up and down, if memories can surface, yeah, certain things that were in the past that you completely forgot about them, certain aches and pains can come back and then kind of subside. There's changes in the body that can happen, yeah. You could feel a bit more anxious. You can feel, the digestive discomfort, because emotions are normally connected to the digestive system as well, and of course the heart. So just observe what's going on in the body, and the easiest way to actually move those emotions out is to breathe. If you can focus on the breath, so 4-8, 4 inhalations and 8 exhalations, those, even if you do it for 5 minutes, it will actually calm down your nervous system. That's the best way to actually move things through. And just jump up and down, move your body, shake it, so you can actually move that energy through the body. Because what it is happening is the energy is now vibrating in the body. It's moving the stagnant energy out of the body, and the emotions are rising within you into the conscious level of your field. Yeah. And as I said, we have 2, 4, and 6 week program protocol. Okay, let's dive in. So these are the basics. I will create a photo of this and I'll post it into the group, so you have the preparation as well as the programs as well as the protocol. Yeah. So you can start that. Okay, this is really small, yeah? So I'm gonna, because it's a lot of programs, and I wanted you to have a bit of a detailed description so you can actually help yourself later on to actually understand what certain programs are for, even when you are not using them in the protocol itself, yeah? So let me get some water. Okay. Sensitive. So the old programs, Deep Cycle, if you still have the Deep Cycle programs, they had a first, second, and third application. So those first, second, and third application programs that were individual programs are now joined into one program called Sensitive. So this Sensitive program is really beautiful, because if you are, for example, really sensitive to frequencies or any electrosensitivities, this program actually helps you adjust your body to those frequencies, and also prepares your body based on your detoxification system of your lungs and kidneys, as well as your liver. Excuse me. So this is a program that actually helps you prepare for every other program that comes in. You don't have to understand which program comes first now, because there's a whole protocol to follow, so you don't have to stress. You can just look at the photo and see which program goes which day and what time of the day. So the second one in the app that you will see going from left to right is called Pure Energy. I love this app. This program is my favorite because the main part of this program, Pure Energy, let me see if I can, okay. The main part of Pure Energy is actually focused on balancing emotional, spirit, and spiritual balance, as well as supporting well-being. So this is, in essence, literally saying that is balancing your nervous system as well as your bioenergetic field. Yeah. So Pure Energy is my favorite because it actually works really well with fatigue, exhaustion, and adrenal support. And I used to have adrenal fatigue for myself, and when I started using the Deep Cycles, especially the Deep Cycle H when it came out, I've noticed a really huge change in my exhaustion levels when I started using Pure Energy. It was feeling really balanced, and I was not as tired as I used to be. So Pure Energy is a beautiful program, even after the protocol, if you want to sustain your nervous system really well. I really love this program. Energy work. Okay, so energy work, people tend to use really lightly. Energy work is a 4-hour program, and we need to really be aware of how we are using it. The main purpose of energy work program is actually to increase the energetic harmony, meaning that to increase the energetic capacity within your body and your field. And we need to use it early in the morning. So ideally 5 a.m. in the morning, because 5 to 7 a.m. is the large intestine meridian. It actually builds up the energy for the day. So it is a 4-hour program, and it actually builds up the energy in the body. So this program should not be used if you are under a lot of tension. So if you already have anxiety and stress and all of that in the body, and if you have not released that out of your body or balanced the hormones and things beforehand, please do not use this program, because it's going to make you agitated even more. You should feel a certain level of balance before you actually use this program. So this program in a protocol comes at the end. So if, for example, after 2 weeks of using the list of programs in a protocol, you don't feel balanced enough, please skip this program, yeah, until you feel balanced enough to actually use it. Okay, the next one is Breath of Life, the most beautiful program ever. And it actually focuses on the chest and your lungs. So this is anything that is connected to the issues that are associated with the lungs, the surrounding organs, including the breasts, along with the feelings related to weakness and occasional sad feelings and fear of life. So this is a program if you feel like, I use it when I feel like I'm feeling contracted in my chest. I feel like stressed. I feel like opening up my lungs. I feel like releasing that tension. I also really use it, last week before my period. It actually helps to release the tension around my breast as well as my chest. So I love Breath of Life. Together with Pure Energy are my favorite, almost, well, Deep Cycle in its all. I can't really choose. Okay, next one is Clean All. Beautiful for detoxification. It actually cleans on an energetic level. So it's an energetic support for all purification pathways. So anything that needs to energetically be detoxed and cleansed. And it's also on a physical, you can see, like you can feel I felt the side effects, but you might be able to do that as well. It's also to release all blockages from the energetic body and mind, into complete energetic detoxification of several metabolic systems, such as kidneys, lungs, liver, digestion, lymphatic system, and circulatory system. So this is the complete almost complete detoxification pathway. We're going to look at detoxification pathways at the end of this month. But the clean all is literally preparing and cleaning out everything through the body. This program is also a strong follow-up after detoxifying the energetic pathways, and it is placed in the protocol exactly where it needs to be, so you don't have to worry about it. Then the next one is Digest All. This is a beautiful program I tend to use out of the protocol if I go into a restaurant and I eat something that does not agree with me. Digest All is a most beautiful program. I put it on 10 minutes in, my belly is perfectly fine. So this is my experience for my body. But please, you're welcome to experience and explore that on yourself. It is recommended for disharmonies in the bioenergetic field of digestion that block further progress. So for this program, the adhesive electrodes can be used at, acupuncture point ST42. So for example, if there's any digestive issues, you can actually use this not only with bracelets, yeah, but specifically this program, you can use it with the sticky pads, the round pads that you get that are for local stimulation programs. Those actually can be placed directly on the acupuncture point ST42, which is this. So this is ST42. It's literally between your big toe and the toe next one, and you literally follow the line between, yeah, and just above the highest point of your top of the foot, there's a point, and if you press it, you will feel tenderness. Yeah, so you can actually place the sticky pad on that point, and you can run the Digest All program directly on that pad. It also encourages bioenergetic support to break down foods, which is your digestion, and properly digest and process them for nutrient distribution. So meaning that you actually absorb your nutrients better in your body. It also works with digestion on the physical level, but also on an energetic level. So for example, being able to digest concepts and new beliefs is important for health and growth. So for example, if we are not able to integrate new ideas and things that are shifting within our environment physically and emotionally, those things get stuck in our digestive system, and it slows down our metabolism. So Digest All is actually a beautiful frequency program that helps to digest and integrate all of those patterns and helps us move everything forward smoothly. Okay, next one is Go to the Roots. Go to the Roots is the energetic causes on the mental level, and emotional patterns will now be addressed. So the Go to the Roots program in the protocol will be placed only after the detoxification pathways have been cleared. So you will see the Go to the Roots program in the protocol not before every other program for the detoxification has been applied. And now we actually are looking at the mental and emotional patterns in the body and in our energetic field. And this program is beautiful to go really deep into the root of everything. So we use this program only when the energetic symptoms have subsided and the energetic recovery process has begun. So just have in mind that, for example, if you are doing the protocol and up to this point, before you take and apply the Go to the Roots program, you have been processing certain things. Emotionally, things can have come up. So if you're still processing and you're in the middle of, experiencing certain things emotionally or mentally or spiritually, please make sure that, if you apply Go to the Roots, you will see the frequency going really deeply. So you may actually exaggerate that feeling. So if you're not happy with where you are, just skip that program and apply it only when you feel like you have emotionally calmed down, so you have enough energy to go deeper. Yeah. All essential energetic functions should be working normally. Bioenergetic stimulation on the mental and emotional levels, diving past the physical. So this is literally going deep into the energetic field of the body, your emotional and mental blockages. When we move into the root cause, we go deeply into the frequency of the energetic field. this is in the higher dimensions, right? So we're moving past the physical, past the energetic, so the levels of the aura, and deeper into the energetic field. And when we are going to through those dimensions, this is where we actually find the persistent disharmonies, and the disharmonious roots, that actually cause the radiate downward to affect biochemical and physical processes. So this is actually where anything that's really deeply seated in the energetic field can radiate into the physical body and cause disharmonies in the body. Yeah, if that makes sense. So the go to the roots addresses our energetic field really deeply. Then we have free flow. This is to energetically harmonize the energetic field of the circulation. So it actually helps to move the energy, the physical flow of the lymph and blood. And it's also energy support for the circulation of the supply of oxygen to the cells, right? So this is where the body, the blood actually gets oxygenated more. Even an irregular and unsteady heartbeat can be energetically supported by this protocol. So for example, if you are stressed, anxious, yeah, and you have an irregular heartbeat, free flow is beautiful to calm the nervous system, and it helps to calm down the heartbeat as well and make it even. And then we have renewal. Let me just move this one so I can see. So we have renewal. This is beautiful. When you go through the whole detoxification process in the protocol, when you come to the renewal, you will feel the difference, yeah, when you actually apply it. It's this like calming blanket over your body. That's how I feel it. So we have energetic support to the bioenergetic field. Yeah, so it supports to strengthen the field around us. And it supports the unbalanced energies from injuries when having medical procedures. So for example, if you had any medical procedures, renewal is beautiful to help regenerate and balance your whole body system and your energetic field, and help to create an environment where your body can heal faster. Also for operations, and all sorts of those things. After these events, energetic regeneration is a beautiful way to support the mind-body soul connection. So when we tend to have operations and things are cut out, what happens in the body is meridians, which are pathways through the body, can get cut, and the energy does not flow properly. So if the energy does not flow properly, the energetic field around us, it's like, if you look at, for example, the movie Matrix, right? It starts glitching. So the same happens in our field around us, is the energetic field starts glitching, so it's not strong enough anymore. So we need to start regenerating the pathways of an energy in the nervous system, as well as the energetic field around us, in order to create an environment for supportive healing. Okay, and then the last two programs, which are your kidney harmony, female and male, and pure calm. So kidney harmony, female and male. This is, you will see in the protocol, when it says kidney harmony, female or male. If you are female, choose female. If you're male, choose male. But out of the protocol, female and male also relate to your left and your right kidney. So left is your female, right is your male kidney. And kidney energy connects to your life energy, your female energy, which is your left kidney, and your masculine energy, which is your right kidney. And that has nothing to do with sex, men or women. This is energy, right? Receiving and giving. Yeah. So we want to actually balance both of them within ourselves. So this is after the protocol. You can use that in order to actually help you balance either of the kidneys. And it is about harmonization of the bioenergetic field of the kidneys and harmonize energetic processes which are related to the kidneys. Yeah, this means anything that's related to the kidneys, your urinary tract, your bladder, anything that connects to the kidney, upwards and downwards. So again, you can use your acupuncture point here, K5 and K6, with your sticky pads, which is here. So this is K6. It's right underneath your ankle. And then K5, which is right in the corner above your heel and at the bottom of your helix what is it? The tendon, yeah? So you can place the sticky pads there, and you can actually apply kidney harmony, female and male, to help you with kidney balancing. And it's suitable with electrodes, yeah? Energetic stimulation for kidneys, adrenal glands, bladder, urinary tract, ovaries, genitals, and connected bioenergetic women's problems. Yeah, so balancing your hormones, balancing any issues that are in the pelvic area. Also for men, it's also stimulation for kidneys, adrenal glands, bladder, urinary tract, prostate, genitals, and other connected bioenergetic problems for men. But it is necessary to energetically support kidneys or kidney energy and promote their ability to regulate electrolytes, pH, and the like. So, for example, if you're low on electrolytes, if you're low on energy, and if you feel like you need to boost that up, these are the programs to actually support you with that as well. And any symptoms that originate from superior organ and manifest itself in the subordinate organ. For example, such as energetic problems with the bladder, because the kidneys is the superior organ, and the subordinate organ is actually the bladder, yeah, and urinary tract. Also ovaries, vagina, menstruation with women, and prostate, and impotence with men. So this is beautiful programs. It really helps to balance the energy in the body. Then we have Pure Calm. That's the last one. It should contribute to inner peace. So it's overall calm within the body. It helps to balance your nervous system. And it is emotional, spiritual balance as well. So feel like your energy is out of the body, if you're really agitated, if you feel like you can't come back into the body and just feel your body, yeah, that you're here, your mind is going everywhere else. Pure Calm is a beautiful, out of the protocol, that's a beautiful program to use as well. It's also for energetic muscle relaxation. And additionally, these frequencies are intended to support the non-physical aspects of life, so strengthening your energetic field, calming down, bringing your energy back to the body, and moving the space of your energetic field out so you have a bit more space to breathe. Whew, that was a mouthful, yeah? Okay, so protocol in itself. You will get the protocol. So this is a 2-week one. And then we're going to address the 4 to 6 week one. Yeah. So these are the programs, and you will see that it starts for the 2 week. You have the week 1 and the week 2. And it starts with one pro. So you have day 1, you can see all the days, and it starts with one program per day. And it tells you what time of the day you need to apply it, because it actually works with the cycle of your organs, with the organ clock, as well as your, daily rhythms. And then you also have the morning programs twice, and then you have morning and afternoons. And you will see that it will tell you exactly what to do. It will tell you what time to apply it, what if you need to drink water and things like that. So it all goes, and this is how the protocol looks like. So with the 2 week, you do the week 1 and the week 2, and then you finish. Make sure that every cycle and every protocol you do, either 2 week, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, when you finish the protocol, take at least 3 days, no programs, because you need to integrate those frequencies. I wouldn't even do the blue app. Yeah, so I wouldn't even vibrate any resonance frequency for 3 days. So if you want to prolong the 2 week protocol, what you're going to do, for example, for a 4-week course, you're going to continue. So execute the program recommendation for week 1, and then you're going to apply the program recommendations for week 2 for 2 weeks. So week 2 and week 3. And then you're going to continue with the program of week 4 for the week 4. Yeah. And then for the 6 weeks, you're going to do the week 1 normally. You're actually going to repeat. So the week 1, you're going to repeat for 2 weeks. So week 1, week 2 is going to be the week 1 program. And then you're going to continue with the program recommendations for week 2 for another 2 weeks. So week 3 and week 4. And then finish by following the program recommendations for week 4, which is this one, for the last 2 weeks, week 5 and 6. Yeah. So after all the program is done, all the protocol is finished, make sure that you give yourself at least 3 days of no frequency, drink plenty of water, and I would really encourage you to ground, especially with deep cycles. Daily ground your body. Yeah, go to nature, barefoot, swimming, whatever you can to discharge the energy, because deep cycles are going really deep. Yeah. And after the 2-week or 4-week or 6-week protocol, you can also use the Heal Advisor Analysis app, which can determine then an in-depth analysis in the information field to actually finish the guide and analyze the deep cycle program. So you're currently resonating with the most, so you can see what's actually going on. And if certain programs are coming up really high, you can continue using those after, yeah, to actually add on to your routines if you wish to. Whew. Okay, now I have gone through all of this, so I'm just going to stop and I'm going to give you, where are you? Whew. That was a mouthful today. I know it is deep cycles. We have gone through them. I'm going to give you the protocol in the group. I'm going to give you the specifications of the program so you can run through them. But it's really simple to follow. All you have to do is follow the days on the protocol and make sure you give yourself reminders in the phone, because some programs are in the morning and some programs are morning afternoon, some programs are early in the morning and then one in the mid-morning. So you need to actually have a bit of organization to prepare yourself before you go into this. I will also share with you that the first time I did my deep cycles, which were the basic deep cycles, another harmonic version, I've been, and this is my honest experience, yeah, I have been detoxing for over 10 years. Yeah, I've done a lot of work on my body, yeah, because I've been healing my body a long time. And when I started the deep cycles, I was completely shocked and surprised how deep into my body they actually went, and how truly on a deep level they pulled out things that I have not touched. And that's why I love them so much, because when I do the protocols, and I get goosebumps, but when I do the protocols, and I do them twice a year, so I do them at the beginning of the year and the end of the year, not really end, like September, yeah, so beginning of the year, there's September. So I do it twice a year, so I give myself a bit of a break in between. But what it does for me is actually helps. It's like like we're brushing teeth and we kind of spring cleaning the apartments, yeah? So it's the same thing with our body, because we are working daily through stress and, different influences, from energetic influences, mental influences, emotional influences of families, relationships, and people around us. And sometimes we can handle it and sometimes we can't. And certain energies get stuck in our energetic field, and certain energies get triggered and can't get processed. So when I do the deep cycles, it's like a sprinkling for my body. So it goes really deep and it actually brings things up. I can transform them, I can release them, I can support my body, and I can actually feel my cells being revived, like making a happy dance in my body. That's how I feel, yeah? But that is my experience. I would encourage you to actually organize yourself and go on a deep cycle protocol. And I want you to share what were your experiences, because I really want to know. These are my favorite programs from Healy, and I use them regularly throughout my weeks and days as well, not in a protocol, but just to help me when I feel like I need a bit of support. And they work beautifully for me. Yeah. Okay. Now, any questions at all? You can raise your hand if you want to. I'm just going to roll through. Use before, perfect, but not a protocol. I love that. So now you can try the protocol and let me know how you go. To do in this session, perfect. I would really love to hear after you try them. I would really love to hear your experiences. Tea is also toxic. Yeah, anything with caffeine. Yeah, so black tea, green tea, not toxic in a way that you can die, but it's a, let's say it's it's a burden to your liver. So if your liver is not really performing at its best, you know, we want to actually help the body to regenerate. Yes, the first hour after sunrise is the most magical hour. I agree. Thursday today, perfect, great. Yes, when deep cycles come up on the blue dot app analysis, it means that your body needs a bit of a deeper cleanse. Yeah, so it needs to go deeper. Yes, so the detox, so the deep cycles, as I said, you can do 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and 6 weeks. Is it advisable to skip thyroid tablets? So if your doctor is saying you need to take them, then I can't. Then you need to listen to your doctor. Yeah, I can't tell you otherwise. But if, for example, you're using medication just here and there, then if you can avoid it, yes. Otherwise, if you can't, then please don't stop the medication. If your doctor is saying that you need to, please listen to your doctor. Program different in the old Healy than the new one? No. So, for example, I have one of the first Healys that came out. Well, literally, yeah, that was the second edition, I think it was, that came actually out on the market. And back then we had the deep cycles, and then when we actually came up with a new edition of Deep Cycle H, I got the Deep Cycle H as well. So I have the two program lists on my Healy. But if you ordered Healy in the last year or two, you only have the Deep Cycle H, which is the updated version with harmonizing frequencies on it, which is much better anyway, because it actually works with your body better. So you're perfectly fine using just the Deep Cycle H. Yes, I agree. It's a amazing group of programs. Yes, so I'll pop in the PDF protocol. You can find the PDF protocol of the deep cycles in your back office, in your account, but I will pop them into the Facebook group as well, including the slides that you got today, so you can actually have the deeper explanation of the programs as well. The first time use isn't okay to do this protocol. So with the sensitive program now, with the Deep Cycle H, you can start the Deep Cycle H protocol without using any other programs. But, yes, this is a but, because depending where your body is at. So if you are completely new to frequencies and you have not used it a lot before, and your body needs a lot of support, yeah, I would encourage you to do a month of gold cycles first and then move into Deep Cycle H, because that will actually help to move and clear out the pathways in the body before you apply the Deep Cycle protocol frequencies that go really deep, because otherwise it's like a river that's clogged. Yeah, so if you have a lot of debris in the river and you're now going with the deep cycles in, and it's like pushing water, so you're going to have a lot of detoxification symptoms. Yeah, so just letting you know, if you want to avoid the drama, then prepare your body. Yeah, so it's like step by step by step by step, in order to actually help your body to move things out faster. Okay. Yes, so hydration. Water, yeah, so we had this before. So water, when it goes through the mountains, yeah, so it flows through the rocks, yeah, and when it flows through the rocks, it binds minerals on itself, and that's what alkalizes the body. So imagine if you have water that's really low in minerals, or it's void of minerals, yeah, when you actually put it into your body, what it's going to do, it's going to bind the minerals on itself. So we actually want the minerals because minerals have electrical charge, and those are the things that we want for the frequency to pass through the cell. So if you want to add the minerals, the easiest way is to actually just do like a flake of Celtic salt, which is the pure sea salt. Yeah, it's called Celtic salt. Or if you don't have access to that, another option is sea moss, Irish sea moss. that was used during famine in Europe, yeah, because it contains, there was no potato back then and not a lot of meat, so there was a lack of minerals, and people were dying, so they started eating Irish sea moss, which contains 92 minerals out of 102 minerals that our body is actually needing. So if you do that, you can actually make it into, you can buy it in a gel if you want to. It has no taste. You can pop it into water. So it's really easy to actually hydrate your body through water and minerals. How do you decide? Okay, so you can decide to do 2, 4, or 6 weeks. My recommendation is if you have not done the protocol before, then start with 2 weeks and see how you go. If you have done protocol or programs before, then I would start with 4 weeks first. Don't just dive into 6 because that's quite a deep detoxification in the body. So do the first one 2 or 4 weeks, see how your body goes. And then if you feel like you want to do more, then I would encourage you to do like a 2-month break and then go on to a 6-week one. So you can actually balance things in between, yeah, and help your body integrate. Energy drinks have more than caffeine. If you do the research, you will see what you can find in there. Pure. So if you do the gold cycles, you can follow the spiral of the gold cycle. We actually talked about that in one of our previous sessions, so you can go and look at the recordings of that. So the deep cycle programs run on a Pink app. Yeah, the Pink Wave app. That's where you're going to do it. You're going to apply it through the bracelet, unless you want to apply it on the acupuncture points, which are with the sticky pads. Yes, there is a protocol for gold cycle. It's a spiral starting from the top, going down and inwards. 1 week, I would go a month for the gold cycle, just letting you know. Is a protocol on day 4, both sensitivity and digest all has to run in the morning? Yes. Can you specify the time to run it? And also what is the gap time to be given between? Okay, so the gap time between any IMF programs, meaning individual micro frequency programs, is at least an hour. Yeah, I would ideally have an hour and a half to 2, but an hour at least in between the programs. And looking at this, the protocol, I'm just going to go back to see. So sensitive and digest all, they're all in the morning. So it says here, after waking up and having a glass of pure water, moisten the electrodes and set low intensity for the sensitive. And then digest all, it says drink a glass of pure water before and after the application. So the digestive system is normally between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m., but that's okay. If you wake up at 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning, just pop on sensitive first, have an hour and a half in between, and then pop on digest all, let's say up till noon. Yeah, so you have the time till noon, so you can actually do that in the morning. Yeah, so don't worry with specific organ clocks right now. If it says in the morning, anytime after until noon, 12 p.m. So that morning time is where you're going to do your programs. But no, please don't drink distilled water because it's void of minerals. Yeah. If anything, try to find spring water, filtered water, and not distilled water. So Healy coil, you can use Healy coil, but my experience, and if anybody else has a different experience, please let me know. So when I do a protocol, I always use my wristbands because that actually is charging my cells, so it goes deeper into my body. If I am not doing the protocol and I'm applying, for example, kidney oil or kidney female, kidney male, or pure energy, any of those programs separately just to help and support my body, nervous system, whatever it is, I would use coil. Yeah. But when I do the protocol, I would not use coil because I wanted the best effect for my body. Yeah, so I would use electrodes. But if you are too sensitive and you feel like your body is not allowing you to use bracelets, then of course start on a coil, because then your body is going to be much easier digesting the energies than you pushing anything into your body. So your body will always be a measurement. So just please listen to your body. No matter what, your body will always tell you what to do. Yes, sea moss gel. So Irish sea moss gel. Please buy organic or wild crafted. If you do, you can buy it anywhere online. And you can do that, or Celtic salt. Yeah, so that's your choice. And of course, no added sugar or anything. Yeah, so natural. And it doesn't have any taste anyway. You can't taste it. So I put it just in my water, like in my bottle, half a tablespoon of gel in there, and it dilutes, and I drink it throughout the day. Okay. Any other questions? I think I've done a lot today. So 1 week is not sufficient, but good. Yes, correct. As I said before, not sufficient. For gold cycles, I would definitely start for a month if you have not started with anything else with frequencies. As I said, there is a protocol for gold cycles. You start at the top. Pure is always the first one. Celtic salt. Here you go. Celtic salt. Okay. Any other questions? Hands up. No? All good. Then I've done my work today. I've finished full on with full speed. So from your explanation, I understood that go for gold cycle for a month, then deep cycle 2 week or 4 week, then any programs according to the Healy analysis. Am I right? Yes, or you can, so that's your choice what you're going to do after. You can continue adding the deep cycle programs that come up through the Healy analysis app if they come up. If you go and do the deep in-depth analysis of the deep cycles, you can do that and see what your body needs to support you. Otherwise, it depends on you what you want to do. There's options. After really going deep into the detoxification, you can then move on to programs of detoxification to help your body cleans out things further. You can actually go into the gut support. Yeah, so there's so many things you can do with your body in supporting your programs afterwards, right? So that's something we will be exploring during this year, moving forward. Can I have all cycles of gold cycles? Okay. So if you are new to Healy, please watch the basic videos and trainings. Go to the basic trainings of how many programs per day you can do. No more than 3 IMF programs. Yeah, so please don't overdo that. Hydrogen water is always better. Yeah, so hydrogen water is always good. Hydrogen is what actually happens when the water goes through the waterfall in nature, and it actually is oxidated. So it is oxygenated. So there's hydrogen water is literally waterfall water. Yeah, so there's and that has a lot of benefits for our body. And of course, that actually is what pushes the water into the cells. And sometimes we think that we need more water, but then we actually have water when we are like puffy, yeah, in our body. Our water is actually stagnant. So that means that we are drinking too much water, and not enough water is actually getting into the cell. So we don't have enough minerals, there's not enough oxygen and hydrogen in the body to actually move the water into the cells. Gold cycles every week, 4 weeks for gold cycles, right? I don't know what you mean by that. So we actually, the gold cycles is you do a spiral, and then when you finish a spiral, you do another spiral, and it comes around 4 to 5 weeks. So when you finish about 4 spirals, I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. If we have been using Healy for a while, but never do the gold cycle protocol, is it still advisable to do? Oh, okay. So you've been using Healy but never done gold cycles. Okay, that's interesting. So I advise everyone that enrolls with me and is in my team to, no matter what issues you have and what you bought Healy for support, you go on a month of gold cycles. Yeah, before you start any other programs, because gold cycles are systematic programs and they actually help prepare the body for any other programs. So if you haven't done the gold cycle protocol yet, I would advise you to, because after a month you will see a really good change. Yeah, just letting you know. Full from IMF, full form of, what does that mean? Full form of IMF. Thank you so much. God, clarity. Perfect. Okay. Times a day with bracelets. You can do 3 times a day if you have the time. Yes. For the gold cycles. Any food restrictions while using the gold cycle? Not really. Remember, right? You are preparing the body. So with the deep cycles, I would really, really look after eating really clean, foods, yeah, that are not processed foods and no sugar, and avoiding, high sugary fruits, and helping the body to cope with detoxification and regeneration. But with gold cycles, it's a preparation. So I would just maybe focus on adding minerals to your water and just observing what body does. Yeah, but there's no restriction in that. So it is okay to take 1 program of gold every day for a month. So you mean one of the programs in the list of gold cycles every day for a month? Yes. I've done gold cycles for 3 months as a protocol. So for me, gold cycles are a regular thing. So I actually do protocol twice a year as well. So I had the most beautiful experience, my own testimonial, when I actually got my Healy. I was struggling with fatigue for over a year after losing my father, and going back to Europe, and jet lags and things like that, and stress. And I literally started gold cycles when I got Healy for a month. And before I got Healy, I couldn't get up out of bed in the morning. And after a month, I actually got energy in waking up on my own in the morning without a clock. So for me, that was enormous change. And I was less stressed and tired. So my gold cycles and deep cycles are something I use regularly in my protocols and systems. Okay. Okay, Venkat, and then we finish. If there's no more questions, I'll ask you. Go ahead, Venkat. Ask away.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good evening.
Are you able to
Good
listen?
afternoon to
Yeah,
you.
good evening. Good evening. See, when I go with gold cycle, starting with pure, how many cycles other than pure I can have in a day, or should I go only 1 in a day? What is the system like? I want to know.
So
First, say suppose if I finish pure, then next comes care. Should I go with all those in a day or 1 or 2?
As I said before, so not more than 3 programs per day.
Okay.
So a pure is a program. So a balance is a program. Relax is a program. So if you follow the programs on the photo, yeah. So if you start with pure in the morning, you can do then 2 more per day. Yeah, but not more than 3 together.
Next line, then after pure, the next comes to care. So should I go for care or relax or something else? What is that?
So I don't know which one's the next one. So which was, so if you look at the pure, which one was the next
pure
one on
is
the right?
Pure is the first, and from left, next line comes to care.
Okay, so you do the next one. So it goes literally from the top on the right down into the center. The last one will be balance.
Okay.
Good?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. No worries. So, I Typical cycles 5 months, but now you're okay. You can start with the deep cycles already. With the coil, we can only use for children. So we know that Healy is not recommended for children with compliance because there was no research done on children and pregnant women. So we can't say that. So I can't actually answer this question because I would encourage you to actually talk to your upline directly regarding this question. Yeah, because Healy is not intended to be used on children as a compliance. Yeah, so through compliance with the medical boards. Yeah. So regarding the Healy use, I would actually encourage you to talk to your upline. 12, after 12 years of age, of course, they are literally considered almost an adult person. Just make sure that you use it on really low intensity. Yeah. To use Healy along with deep cycle programs, what programs would you recommend in Healy? Okay. If you are new to deep cycles, I would not use Healy. Yeah. So I would avoid any electromagnetic programs, even Healy, during the deep cycle protocol. So when you actually go through a deep cycle protocol once, your body will actually start cleaning things out. So for me now, I've been using deep cycles for 4 years. I literally have done the deep cycle protocol, finished it, and I've done my soul cycle next to it, and it's been intense. So just letting you know that if you combine programs, you will have a lot more intensity coming out of your body because you're moving into depths. So just a notice there. Yeah. So if you, and this is your choice, what you're going to do with your body, you need to know how much you can handle. But imagine that you now, like, you're bombarding your body with different information from different sides, and you can actually get side effects. Yeah. Detoxification symptoms, and more tired and more emotional releases. So just letting you know that travel lightly, slow, and it's better to actually take one protocol, journal to see what's happening in your body. So you can commit to that. So you can actually start connecting to your body and understanding what is your body telling you. Is this okay for me? Is it too intense? Is it not intense enough? Do I need to add here? Do I need to subtract here? Do I need to support my body with water, minerals? What do I need? Because Healy is not only a frequency device to fix anything. It can't fix, it can't heal, it can't do anything. But it can create an environment within the body for the body to heal. But in order for the body to heal, you need to start listening to the body, because the body is the communicator. The Healy is just a tool. So if you bombard your body with all these frequencies, unless you are so tuned in that you know right away what your body is saying, then I would encourage you to step slowly. Yeah. Just go step by step, explore, take a breath in between, and see what happens. Yeah. And then you can add on certain other things as well. I have just started Soul Cycle 36 days. Perfect. Can I also do the deep cycle? No, I would wait. So when you finish the Soul Cycle, then you do the deep cycle after that. So if you just started the Soul Cycle, I would encourage you to wait, because Soul Cycle, the 36-day one, it's a deep one. Yeah, just letting you know. Okay, I think we've done. If you have any other questions that come up and arise out of this when you kind of start processing all of this, you are more than welcome to tag me in the posts in my group. I'm always there. I'm always answering questions as soon as I have the time. And I will pop all of this together with the recording into our group, as well as you're going to get it through the emails. Yeah. Can I heal a person? Healy does not heal. That's the first thing. Person's mind. We can't heal anyone. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you this, and I've told this last week and weeks before. Even when we are healers, yeah, when we look at energetic and quantum, we can't heal anyone. So when we are healers, I don't like to say the word healer because I facilitate healing. So what happens in the quantum space is if I facilitate healing and someone comes in for a healing, yeah, they are doing the healing. So I create an environment, a frequency, like a bubble, an opportunity for that person to choose or not to choose to match my frequency. And if they don't choose, they will stay where they are. If they choose, then they will shift. But it is not our choice or our responsibility to heal anyone. Yeah, because we are the ones healing ourselves. And when we have a tool like Healy does not heal, yeah, or treat or anything, we know that we need to actually create an environment within us, and we need to choose. Yeah, we can't make anyone do anything. Yeah. How much we need to drink a day during gold cycles? Well, any program or any day, yeah, you need to drink an adequate amount of water per your weight. Yeah, so at least about 2 liters of water would be ideal. Yeah. Information around how much water will run. That it wouldn't take required during the okay. You can Google the daily intake of water for your body. Very well said. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that is it for tonight. If any questions arise, please pop them into the Facebook group. Otherwise, I will wish you a beautiful night. Thank you for joining me. I am grateful you took the time to come in. I will post everything together with the recording into our group. And thank you so much for everything. And I'll be seeing you next week when we dive deep into the meridians and the emotions. Have a beautiful night, afternoon, day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.